Good morning, 28 minutes after 7 o'clock, and you are listening to AM Ocala Live, and we are broadcasting live this AM from the Paddock Mall, just outside the WOCA commissary, where you too can go see Santa Claus. Well, you got to go a little bit deeper in there than the commissary. Good morning, Robin. How you doing over there?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's
nice.
Thanksgiving Eve.
Yes, it is.
The day before Thanksgiving.
Yes, it is. So exciting.
Nobody ever calls it that, I suppose, but that's what it is.
Yep.
Or la nuit de chanson de Noël, as they say in Quebec and in Paris.
Exactement.
La nuit de chanson de Noël. The night of the Christmas songs or something.
Yeah.
All right.
Wonderful.
7:35 this morning, we will open up the phone lines and we will chat with all of you. We're inviting you to call in, and of course, we'll deliver news and do it in an informal, conversational way so that, it's more conversational. That's why we do it in a conversational way.
Exactly.
Galen Unold will be on with us today. We're going to talk about Thanksgiving in other countries.
Nice.
You thought it was only in the U.S., didn't you?
Nice.
Turns out there is Thanksgiving elsewhere. Let's see. News Bites at 8:35. That's when we read the news, keep our opinions to ourselves, and don't try to be entertaining at all. G. Wayne Miller is a journalist and a filmmaker. He's got a book called Kid Number One. He'll be talking about his book at 9:05. 9:35, Ryan Foland has got a book called Ditch the Act, Reveal the Surprising Power of the Real for Your Greater Success.
Exactly, being human.
The real. We'll be right back.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The impeachment inquiry moves to the House Judiciary Committee with a hearing next Wednesday, and President Trump's legal team's invited.
This is the letter that Judiciary Chairman Jerry Nadler sent to President Trump. I want to read part of it. He wrote, "I am hopeful that you and your counsel will opt to participate in the committee's hearing, consistent with the rules of decorum and with the solemn nature of the work before us."
Fox's David Spunt. President Trump says at a rally in Sunrise, Florida,
"The crazy Democrats are going down in a landslide, and that landslide is going to start right here in the great state of Florida."
In Port Neches, Texas, 3 people are reported hurt in an explosion at a chemical plant. It shook houses and blew out windows.
The whole house was shaking, kind of like a little mini earthquake.
She says her front door blew into the living room. America's listening to Fox News.
Pros, shop Lowe's Black Friday deals and put the savings toward your bottom line. Deals like your choice of a DeWalt 20-volt max cordless brushless drill or a DeWalt 2-pack of 20-volt power tool batteries, each just $99. And get up to 40% off select appliance special values, including kitchen suites as low as $11.69 when you order large volume purchases through our quote support program. For these Black Friday deals and more, do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Appliances offer valid through 12/5. Tools offer valid 11/28 through 12/4. Volume discount terms and conditions apply. U.S. only.
When Allstate agents and employees go to work every day, their number one priority is protecting what matters most to you. For military veterans, that instinct to protect also comes naturally. No wonder thousands of veterans build good careers with Allstate. And now, Allstate is ranked the number one employer on the 2020 Military Friendly Employers list. You're in good hands with Allstate.
For career opportunities or to get a quote, contact Allstate today. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. 63-year-old Tyrone Oliver won Ocala's District 2 seat a week ago, but court records show he is a felon who cannot serve as an elected official according to state constitution. The council will decide how to fill that seat at the next meeting. The Florida Turnpike is offering free coffee for drivers during the Thanksgiving weekend, available at Turnpike service plazas. Marion County leaders are asking for the community's help as they host the 8th annual Bring the Harvest Home Holiday Food Drive. Residents can drop off goods at all county offices, including public libraries, city and county fire stations, sheriff's district offices, tax collector offices, solid waste recycling centers, Ocala Police Department, Supervisor of Elections, Ocala City Hall, Marion County Administration, and the Ocala Marion County Chamber and Economic Partnership. And once again, WOCA The Source is serving as a drop-off location for toys to support the Children in the Kids Helping Kids program. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Wednesday, sunny and nice, high 77 to 80. Wednesday night, clear, low 56 to 62. Partial sunshine on Thursday, high 74 to 81 for Thanksgiving Day. And Friday, plenty of sunshine with a high 72 to 78. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Andy Robb.
You know Christmas is getting close fast, and WOCA has gotten an Oriental rug from Cyrus Rugs. This $1,500 rug can be seen through the window at the WOCA studios at the Paddock Mall. Why am I telling you this? Well, when Larry or Robin of AM Ocala Live tell you, just call in and your name will be added to the WOCA Big Blue Box. And one lucky winner's name will be picked out on December 20th. Wow. Now that is one nice Christmas gift.
Hey, the good news is poinsettias and Christmas cactus and live Christmas trees have arrived at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. So get there early for your best selection. You can get 3 foil-wrapped florist quality poinsettias for just $12 or Christmas cactus for just $4. And you've got to see the gorgeous live Christmas trees starting at $49.99. If you're looking for something really unique, step inside their old-timey greenhouse for hundreds of one-of-a-kind items like yard art, pottery, or even their distinctive wind chimes. And remember, Bob Wines can ship anything you buy any place in the world. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, away from the traffic on Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, making your Christmas merrier since 1952.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Not a bad-looking day. Let me do the amateur weatherman thing and copycat the real weatherman, just so it sounds like I know what I'm talking about. I got to go to his page. 52 degrees out there right now, 78 degrees, the expected high today, 52 tonight. Pretty mild, right? Looks pretty good. Tomorrow, Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, 78 again is the high, 48 is the low, so a tiny bit cooler, but no mention of rain today or tomorrow. In fact, no mention of rain today, tomorrow, Friday, or Saturday. High temperatures Friday around 75, and then Saturday, look at this, 80 degrees. Sunday, the high will also be 80. However, this is when things change, according to Mr. Weatherman. There's a 56% chance we'll see rain late Sunday, like into the evening, and that will usher in some cool temperatures. You might want to even go far as to say cold temperatures. Look for lows Sunday night to drop to 48 degrees. And then the real switch comes on Monday when you will see highs around 60 and lows. Robin, you ready for this? Monday night around 35 degrees. Monday night, lows Tuesday night 36 degrees. Lows Wednesday night 37 degrees. And that's as far as she goes. So if you are looking forward to wearing your sweater, because you better get a sweater. I just like that saying, you better get a sweater. You have an opportunity to wear that warmer, wintry clothing on Monday, unless you just want to drive up north. Then, of course, you can wear it as much as you want. Everybody up there is wearing warm clothes right now. All right, we got a show to do here. So the phone lines are open, and we have some news to talk about. Oh, my gosh. Can you believe this story? Is this a no-brainer? Tyrone Oliver won the runoff election for the city council District 2. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm changing papers. Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
And so he won, right? And It was a runoff. It was a big deal. And we all talked about it. And Ira Bethea, am I saying his name right?
Yes.
He did not win, but it was a very, very, very close race, if you remember. Mm-hmm. Well, now it turns out that Tyrone Oliver has never been granted clemency after being convicted as a felon. I don't know the story behind this, and I'm not being judgmental, but I guess the rules say he can't be a city councilman.
You'd think he would have known
because of that. Well, I don't know. Maybe he didn't.
Yeah.
All I know is that the city, Matthew Wardell, we love Matthew, by the way.
Yeah.
Matthew Wardell is quoted in an article, I think this was on TV 20. I didn't see the video, but I read on their website. But anyway, apparently he spoke to some reporters and said that they will figure out what to do next Tuesday at the next city council meeting. So the reason I say it's a no-brainer, or is there something I'm missing? Wouldn't it go to Ira Bethea then? I mean, if he had almost the same number of votes as Mr. Oliver.
I would think so.
Right? You would think so.
I would think so. That would only be fair.
That would seem to me.
Sure.
He wanted the job. He was ready to do it. You know, he had just about as many people wanting him in that office as those who wanted Mr. Oliver. So
that's right.
I don't know. I'm not in those seats.
That's right.
But if I was in one of the seats, I would say, well, you know, we got a guy already that kind of came in second place.
That's right.
Second place wins if first place is defaulted, right?
Exactly. That's how it is for all the beauty contests.
Yeah, and this is a beauty contest. If you look at these guys, these are really pretty men. Oh my gosh, yes.
That's right.
Yeah, pretty men. If you're driving on the Florida Turnpike tonight even, there's free coffee out there, but I've gotten to the point in my life where I don't even want to drive close to being tired. Mm-hmm. Do you know, I used to have a way to know, isn't this weird that you don't always know you're tired?
Yeah.
But I would have a way of knowing that my body was getting tired. Mm-hmm. Okay, here's this. I don't know if I ever shared this with you. I would find myself scratching the back of my neck. Mm-hmm. And when I caught myself doing that, I thought, okay, I'm tired. And I would look for a sign that said, Holiday Inn.
Nice.
Or one of those hotels.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Nice.
When I was younger. But now that I'm older, I don't even like to get to that point.
No.
I like to say, you know what? The sun machine is going down.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm taking them. I'm stopping. No, really, you learn something. If you're young and you're driving all night long and you think this is the best way to do it, let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. Hotels can be nice. Mm-hmm. And if you just go there for the bed, you're missing out on a lot.
Exactly.
There's a swimming pool. That's one of my favorite things.
Exactly. And there's usually a bar.
Sometimes there's a hot tub. See, you got the bar in your mind.
Yeah.
The bar, for a non-drinker, the bar is good for the music.
Yeah.
And I know people cringe at karaoke, but I actually like watching people doing karaoke.
Oh, I do too. I love watching them.
I mean, there's good ones, there's bad ones that are funny.
Yeah. There's cute ones.
Cute ones, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's the goldfish crackers. I am a big fan of the goldfish crackers. And you know what pairs well with the goldfish cracker?
What's that?
Soda.
Oh, okay.
What were we listening to yesterday that coffee pairs well with sweets?
Yeah.
Right, we were listening to that. Okay.
Yeah, that works.
I think that's true.
That works.
Actually.
I think so.
All right, so okay, so those. What was I going to? Oh, that's right. I was telling you
about being tired.
That's right. No, I was telling you the news. So okay, so if you're driving on the turnpike,
yeah,
the news is that they're giving away free coffee tonight at the what do you call the service plazas?
Nice.
And let's see, when else are they doing this? Tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm. And then they're doing it again Sunday, December 1st, and Monday morning. Oh, Sunday 1 to 6 a.m. and Monday, December. Anyway, just. Hey, how much is coffee? If you can drive, you can buy a cup of coffee. You don't need to get it free.
Exactly.
But they are offering it for free, just so you know.
Yeah, and they have a coffee machine.
It is kind of a weird thing. You're on the road. You're on a toll road. You know, chances if I cannot honestly tell you that I've never driven that turnpike with no money, because there have been sometimes. I had a job one time. Listen to this. One of those one-day jobs.
Yeah.
I was painting a window for the Miami Herald, believe it or not.
Yeah, you were.
Down in Marathon, which is in the Florida Keys, about halfway to the Key West, okay?
Yeah.
And I was there all day, and the person who hired me worked for the newspaper. And if you remember, back in those days, I don't know if it's true anymore, but newspaper racks would take quarters, right?
That's right.
I am not making this up. He gave me a bag full of quarters. I have no idea how much he paid me, because he paid me for the painting, but then he gave me a bag full of quarters for the tolls. And there was way more than I needed for the tolls. In other words, I was treated well, Robin. I was. I got home, I had all these quarters left over.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, but I really did go down there thinking, this was, at a time in my life when the bank didn't want to know me.
Yeah. I know, we've all been
When
there.
you have money, the bank says, hello, Mr. Whitler.
Exactly.
Why do you like my money so much? It's mine. I mean, what do you actually make money from my money? And I'll never understand how that happens, but they do.
Yeah, they do.
All right. Marion County leaders are asking for our help with the 8th annual Bring the Harvest Home Holiday Food Drive. You, me, and everybody listening, if you can go get a can of food, that will do well. Can you imagine if everybody in this listening audience brought a can of food?
That's right.
There'd be enough for dinner.
Exactly.
So there are lots of places you can bring food. They're also asking this year for, baby items and toiletries. And the food doesn't have to be canned. It can just be dry or canned. They just don't want any turkeys.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, where is the turkey?
I don't know. I miss it.
I'm saying.
Do you have it?
Hold on.
Is it here?
I'm not queued up very well here.
Oh, okay.
By the way, where
the turkey's right here. I'm looking at him. He's by the flowers.
No. By the way, where is the turkey? Oh, there it is. Honey.
Yes, dear.
This is mine.
You're gonna get us a good turkey.
Every year we do this.
Yes, dear.
You got your slingshot?
All right, so anyway, bring some food to them if you can. Let me tell you where you can do this. You can do this at the libraries, at the county offices, at the fire stations, at the police department, at the sheriff's office stations, or offices, whatever they call them, at George Albright's tax collector offices, at the solid waste recycling centers. They're also collecting food for the, Bring the Harvest Home?
Yes.
Supervisor of Elections Office also is a drop-off place. Ocala City Hall, the Marion County Administration, the Ocala Marion County Chamber and Economic Partnership, and any government office, I believe, is doing it. So, if you want to help out with that,
and it's really nice. I mean, my church, St. John Lutheran Church, they have encouraged everybody to do a reverse Advent calendar. So, on every day of Advent, you put away a non-perishable food item in a box in your home. And then on Christmas Eve, first thing in the morning, you go down to Interfaith or one of those food collecting places and drop it off. So I thought that was a very clever idea that Pastor Shanks came up with.
Let me tell you just one thing Robin just reminded me of. I know I have somebody on the phone. I'll be with you in just a second. But one thing I want to make sure you all know is that if your church is doing something like that, we will announce it for you. Don't think that Robin has an advantage because she has a microphone. Well, she does. But
yeah.
But you can let us know. I swear, Robin will put it on the list and it'll show up. It'll be announced at some point or another. So if you have a food drive, a clothing drive, Mr. George Ministries over at Bob Wine's Community Gardens is one place. There are just so many of them. Here at WOCA, we've got a toy drive going on, so just a lot of places. And let us know if you need us to help you get the word out. The only thing we ask is that if you have a business associated with it, there's a different avenue rather than just asking the on-air people, which is Robin and myself and Joe. Although in Joe's case, he plays two roles. He's on air and he's a salesperson. So, so just talk to one of the salespeople. They really will work with you.
Exactly.
Just so you know. Hey, God bless you. Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning. Yes, I was just going to ask about the toy drive, so you told me already.
Oh, okay.
So good morning to everybody then, and I'll ring off.
Oh, thank you so much, Jim. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Bye.
Yeah, Jim is one of those guys that supports everything we do. So.
Yeah, he does. He always brings stuff. Always.
Just so you know. All right, what else do we have here? This is a sad story. A lady in Lake Helen says her neighbor's dog killed her little girl's pony.
That was a sad story.
And it's the second pony that they believe this dog has killed. The new pony was Gracie, and Gracie died. Gracie was a replacement for the first pony. I don't know if I have the first pony's name. Maybe I do. But there was also a horse that was apparently very, very shooken up by whatever the horse had witnessed. You know, horses get PTSD too.
Oh, sure they do.
Those horses witnessed that dog kill that pony, and that horse was scared.
Yeah, violence, all that violence.
But the thing I did, I guess we can explain it to one another. I don't know. But the police department said they can't do anything about it because, no crime was committed.
Now, how can they say, I heard your long news, how can they say that? I mean, a life was taken, okay, viciously. A life
an animal
was taken.
An animal versus an animal.
Yeah, but the pony wasn't antagonizing the dog. The dog just came in and just did it for the heck of it.
Okay.
What I understand.
Okay, let's look at this. Let's see, ethically. You're correct. Yes, emotionally you are correct. But legally, the law does not apply for animal against animal.
Yeah, because if it would have been a human that dog would have killed, that dog would have been euthanized.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because that's a different law. Yeah.
And this is the second pony this
Correct.
dog has killed. So, I mean, this is a pattern with this dog. And I just think the law should be able to step in on something like this.
The only thing they can do, and this is just me interpreting what was in the story, is that a magistrate has to look at the case. I'm not even sure who the magistrate is or what position that is. But anyway, a magistrate looks at the case and can determine that the dog is dangerous, and then they can do something about the dog. But
well, I hope so, because the next time could be a child. He's killed 2 ponies. What if that child would have been out there with that pony?
I'm with you. No, I'm not arguing nor debating. I am just trying to lay out the facts of this particular story.
Yeah.
Is that there are ethical and moral and emotional reasons why you're right, but legally there's no law. Again, not that you're wrong because you're talking emotionally, but legally there is no law that prevents a dog from killing a horse.
Yeah, and the dog was trespassing on the property. I mean, you've got all that.
Animals don't get animals don't get arrested for trespassing. They get shot, Robin.
That's right, they do.
Now, I do think if the dog had been shot by the homeowner, that, again, also there'd be no law against that because you're allowed to protect your livestock.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
So.
And I hope that horse that has, that has had that signs, of duress gets some kind of help. There are, ways to help a horse because otherwise that horse might go crazy and then he would have to be put down.
Let's see. Those folks who keep us safe in the skies, the Transportation and Security Administration, those are the people that late night comedians like to make fun of because these are the people that take their time to make sure that you're not going on that airplane with anything that could hurt somebody else. These men and women have a tough job. If you're going to take the spirit of Thanksgiving and apply it to all the people who serve us in the public, make sure you thank these people. These people stop people from taking things onto airplanes they shouldn't be taking on. How is it possible that somebody doesn't know they should not have a gun on them in the airplane?
Exactly.
So there was a story this morning. TSA found 2 gun magazines inside a baby toy box. The baby toy box was put together to look like it was factory sealed, but the x-ray showed something strange, and they opened it up, and they found the gun magazines in there.
My God.
TSA included the report in its TSA Week in Review blog post. The report also noted some 205 firearms were discovered in a passenger carry-on bag around the country. God. 176 of those were loaded.
Jeez.
7 of those were in Orlando at the airport.
Oh my God.
Get that through your head right there. That's what the TSA does. That's how you are protected by those men and women who you like to make fun of, who you are like a little bit annoyed with because they take their time. And make you have to go through all those procedures, like taking off your shoes, and you're so offended because you got to take off your shoes.
Yeah.
Well, good. Let's take off our shoes. I'll take off my shoes any day to make sure that people who I love get from point A to point B safely.
Exactly.
Let's see. ICE. Here's a good story. ICE is now open at Gaylord Palms Resort in Kissimmee. Tickets are $28.99 for adults, $14.99 for children. ICE itself this year is depicting the theme of the Polar Express.
Nice.
The movie, the books, etc. So if you've never gone to ICE, let me give you my review. I haven't gone to this one. But first of all, the exhibit itself is really, really very good, very impressive, and very cold, like 7 degrees Fahrenheit. 7 degrees.
Yeah.
They will offer you a coat. It's a nice coat.
It is a nice coat.
It will keep you warm. Do not think you can handle it. And I know you can, mister. I see you.
We saw one guy.
I know that guy. I've seen him. And tell me he wasn't a little shriveled by the time he was done with that visit.
That's right.
He was a little bit regretting it. But anyway, so yeah, they do give you a coat, and it is a nice coat. And guess what? I'm about as big as you can get, and they have coats that fit me. So if you're worried about that, don't worry. There's plenty of coats there. Right? Okay.
Exactly.
All right, but here's the thing. Now, ICE takes maybe 20 minutes to walk through.
Yeah.
So if you're driving all the way to Kissimmee to go to ICE, for a 20-minute thing, you might say, why bother? Right? Why bother? Okay. Well, to each his own. It is an amazing thing to see. It is beautifully done. The artwork in these pieces of ice is just outstanding. $28.99 for a 20-minute tour. Yeah, it seems a bit high, right? But let me tell you something that's free that goes with it. That's the good news. There's also bad news at the end of this. Slight. But the good news that goes with it is that the Gaylord Palms Hotel, I'm not trying to do an ad here. It works out that it probably is promoting them a little bit. But for the person looking for something fun and Christmassy to do, I know there's lots of things in our area, but this is one that I think you really would like. Because you get to see ice, okay? That's what you pay for.
Yeah.
But the rest of the hotel, the rest of the resort is just jammed with all kinds of Christmas stuff. They got Christmas trees. They have a Christmas hunt, usually some kind of a scavenger hunt?
Yep.
I think you get a cupcake or something if you find 12 elves or something, right?
Yeah.
You get some little thing.
Yeah.
I think they're giving away free hot chocolate. And there are some really pretty girls that are in like Santa Claus costumes.
Short.
Yeah, nice.
Short skirt.
Nice.
Billowy short skirt.
Mrs. Claus.
With boots.
Is not. No, she's really happy with it. Anyway.
Yeah.
They sing, they dance, they invite you up on stage. Oh my gosh, it's really a fun thing to do.
It is a lot of fun.
And it's just a beautiful place to be at that time. Okay, that's the good news. The bad news is the parking is not cheap. It's I think it's like $20 just to park, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So just consider that before you go. It's going to be $28.99 each adult, $20 to park. I might be wrong about the parking fee, but it's up there somewhere.
Yeah.
$14.99 for each child. That's what you're going to be looking at. The ice event itself is 20 minutes maybe, or if you're with some children, they'll probably go down the slides and you'll be there.
They have ice slides.
Be there a little bit longer.
The adults will go
and you
down,
can
too.
go back in if you've gone. If you've went through it one time, your little ticket or something will let you back in a second time.
Yeah, for the whole day.
But the thing is that it's not an all-day event. However, the resort itself is fun. So sorry, I went and carried on too long about that. A chemical plant explosion in Texas blew out the windows of some homes that were miles away. That's how powerful it was. The good news is nobody was hurt.
Thank God.
Oh, some minor injuries, I'm sorry. But no fatalities. That's the good news.
That is good news.
I love New York, Robin.
Yeah, me too.
Some people don't. To each his own.
Yeah.
And those who tolerate New York don't like the subways. As a kid, I wasn't a rich kid, so subways was pretty much the way you had to get around. Guess what happened yesterday?
What?
The
subway broke down.
A comedian named Joe Dell from the Joe Show, the Joe Dell Lewis. Oh, his name is Joe Dell from the Joe.
Okay.
I don't know who he is.
Okay.
He's a comedian anyway.
Okay.
So he paid some chefs to set up a table. He worked a deal out with the
Transit Authority?
Yeah, the Transit Authority. Thank you.
New York Transit
Set
Authority.
up a table with a white tablecloth, had a turkey, mashed potato, cornbread right in the middle of the L train.
In the train itself?
In the train itself.
Wow.
Everybody on that train was having a Thanksgiving dinner.
Nice.
It's a beautiful video, by the way.
Nice.
They said there was even one homeless man on that train at that time, and he was partaking in the festivities.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
In Illinois, a school bus driver is in trouble for drinking a beer while she was driving her bus.
Well, there you go. Don't drink and drive.
In New Jersey, a hospital in New Jersey has admitted to a life-threatening mistake. A patient received a kidney transplant meant for a patient who was higher on the waiting list.
Oh, my God.
So...
Well, at least
they both needed it. But.
Yeah, but at least they didn't make a mistake and take out a good kidney and put in that kidney and that kind of mistake. At least they helped somebody.
Right. In Gainesville, Bread of the Mighty Food Bank is helping people across North Central Florida. This is another one. If you can help them, help others. They are asking for that help. This is for those folks who are in the Gainesville area. Let's see. What do we have elsewhere? Investigators in Miami want to know who is offering a newborn baby for sale for $500.
God. I hope they
This
got the
horrible
baby.
story out of St. Petersburg. A 13-year-old boy stabbed his grandmother to death in
I
St.
hate
Pete.
that story.
It's a horrible one. Prayers for everybody there.
Lock him up for life or give him the death penalty. He doesn't need to live.
California is the biggest wine-making state in the country. The state of Washington is a close second. The state of Washington now making waves as a big wine-making state.
Okay. Nice.
Snowy Thanksgiving. The bomb cyclone is in the news again this year.
Oh, my gosh.
Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska, the Midwest. That includes Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, South Dakota, Iowa.
That's not in alphabetical order.
Yeah, I know.
They gotta, ramp up their game here.
If you see one of those bell ringers from the Salvation Army and you don't have any change or a couple of dollars on you, guess what? Now it says here they're taking Apple Pay and Google Pay. So you can do it electronically if you want.
See that?
How about that?
I think that's pretty amazing.
I suppose you could probably do it without even seeing one of those people, right?
I don't see why not.
I don't know how that works.
Salvation Army must have but all the bell ringers in our community at Salvation Army, that stays in our community here. If you go online, your money was probably dispersed to all different areas. Maybe.
Yeah, probably. And finally, a miniature train derailed at the Central Florida Zoo and Botanical Gardens, and some of the people on it were injured. Nothing serious, though.
Oh.
All right, we will take a little break. Be right back. We're going to talk to Galen Unold from Life South about Thanksgiving in other countries. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster.
They don't even know what they're talking about. It's a scam. It's a hoax.
President Trump at a rally in Sunrise, Florida, again denying that he linked aid to Ukraine to demands for politically motivated investigations. The last two transcripts from closed-door impeachment inquiry hearings are released.
Mark Sandy, a deputy associate director at the Office of Management and Budget, told House investigators when a hold was put on military aid to Ukraine in July, his office could not get an answer why. Sandy testified legal questions were raised about not spending the funding. Democrats say evidence points to President Trump withholding that aid to pressure Ukraine to announce politically motivated investigations.
Fox's Jared Halpern. Just in time for Thanksgiving travel, windy snowstorms moving from the plains into the upper Midwest. Another storm hitting the coasts of California and Oregon will move east over the next few days. America's listening to Fox News.
Pros, shop Lowe's Black Friday deals and put the savings toward your bottom line. Deals like your choice of a DeWalt 20-volt max cordless brushless drill or a DeWalt 2-pack of 20-volt power tool batteries, each just $99. And get up to 40% off select appliance special values, including kitchen suites as low as $11.69 when you order large volume purchases through our quote support program. For these Black Friday deals and more, do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Appliances offer valid through 12/5. Tools offer valid 11/28 through 12/4. Volume discount terms and conditions apply. U.S. only.
When Allstate agents and employees go to work every day, their number one priority is protecting what matters most to you. For military veterans, that instinct to protect also comes naturally. No wonder thousands of veterans build good careers with Allstate. And now, Allstate is ranked the number one employer on the 2020 Military Friendly Employers list. You're in good hands with Allstate.
For career opportunities or to get a quote, contact Allstate today. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. 63-year-old Tyrone Oliver won Ocala's District 2 seat a week ago, but court records show he is a felon who cannot serve as an elected official according to state constitution. The council will decide how to fill that seat at the next meeting. The Florida Turnpike is offering free coffee for drivers during the Thanksgiving weekend, available at Turnpike service plazas. Marion County leaders are asking for the community's help as they host the 8th annual Bring the Harvest Home Holiday Food Drive. Residents can drop off goods at all county offices, including public libraries, city and county fire stations, sheriff's district offices, tax collector offices, solid waste recycling centers, Ocala Police Department, Supervisor of Elections, Ocala City Hall, Marion County Administration, and the Ocala Marion County Chamber and Economic Partnership. And once again, WOCA The Source is serving as a drop-off location for toys to support the children in the Kids Helping Kids program. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Wednesday, sunny and nice, high 77 to 80. Wednesday night, clear, low 56 to 62. Partial sunshine on Thursday, high 74 to 81 for Thanksgiving Day. And Friday, plenty of sunshine with a high 72 to 78. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Andy Robb.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Medical providers are special, and to look special, they go to Scrub Paradise in Ocala. Located off Easy Street next to Shoe Carnival, Scrub Paradise has a wide selection of top brand scrubs, medical shoes, and accessories. Embroidery is also available. Don't settle for the same boring scrubs. Visit Scrub Paradise today or call 352-873-4368. Your favorite brands are on sale. 352-873-4368. That number again is 352-873-4368.
This is the time of year to count our blessings and to give thanks, and at Palm Garden, we're thankful for a lot. We're thankful to work in a place that shows such kindness and caring to people who need our services. We're thankful for the opportunity to learn life stories and celebrate them. Most of all, we're thankful for our precious guests and residents. Unique, different, special, elite. We are Palm Garden.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. It really is beautiful out there. And the temperatures, the weather, everything's going to be nice today, tomorrow, Friday. So the weather in our part of the country anyway is not going to affect your driving. That's today, right? I mean, here. Now, elsewhere in the country, that's not the case. There's some crazy weather in the rest of the country, but we've got a really good time here. And if you're looking for some cool temperatures, and maybe you're from the north and you say, oh my gosh, I wish I could get some cold temperatures, you got to come, and it's going to be here Monday.
That's
it's just not the snow and not the crazy driving. Well, the crazy driving has nothing to do with the weather necessarily, right? Galen Unold is on the phone, I think. I didn't get the chance to say anything off the air. He called right as we were switching over. Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. It's Thanksgiving Eve.
Yes.
Yes.
Where are you today?
I'm off today, so I'm taking off the rest of the week.
So have you guys ever seen a movie called Lies My Father Told Me?
No, I haven't seen that one.
It was 1975. Let me see if I can play this clip. This is a clip. I think this is the right clip. Let me see if this is the one I wanted. Let's see.
Hey, Mr. Elias, when are you going to move that stable? Mr. Elias!
Okay, it's really not loud enough. Oh wait, I can change that. Here we go. Here we go.
Davey! If it starts to rain, I want you to come right home. Do you hear me?
Well, okay, that's not the scene I wanted. But anyway, so this old man is like with his grandson, and they're riding around, and they're making money by selling rags. And they say, rags, give me your old rags. And they get the old rags, right?
Yeah.
Well, the reason I'm telling you this is because we have coming on later on, I guess, the grandson of the guy who started the Hasbro company.
Yeah.
Right? And he started it with Mr. Potato Head.
Yep, he did.
Which was just a little nose, and right? There was
a real potato.
Real potato.
It was a real potato.
And he got the idea while getting rags from people. He gave his little boy. So that scene in Lies My Father Told Me is kind of the same scene as in the book. That we're going to talk about later on. So that's I just think that's kind of cool.
That's very cool.
So there you go. Galen, did you have a Mr. Potato Head? When you were a kid, did you have to have a potato, or did you have a plastic potato?
I I think I was right at the transition of where Mr. Potato Head became a plastic thing. But I do remember having a potato and putting it in there because I wasn't strong enough to put it in.
Ah, okay.
Like, because it was really hard, and so I remember I couldn't do that.
It's kind of a fun memory for a lot of us, right? Mr. Potato Head.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, the thing made a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
the guy.
I'm sure it did.
The guy we're going to talk to. Let me just read you this little piece. It says here, Galen. It says he what's his name? Alan Robin? Oh no, that was his father. No, Alan was his...
Wayne Miller.
Okay, so Alan is his father.
With.
He wanted to write novels, date beautiful women, and travel the world. He never wanted to run a toy company. Oh well,
that's a pretty good dream, by the way.
Yeah, it's a pretty good dream. It's all right.
I mean, let's be clear. I mean, if you're going to do something, why not, right?
That's about as good as it gets, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's not just a guy thing. I think women think the same thing. They think travel the world, meet a lot of good-looking guys, right?
Yeah. Oh, women do. Sure, they do. Some of them are looking for sugar daddies. That way, they don't have to work at all. All they got to do is, See,
that's the part that bothers me, Galen. It's always about the money. How come it can't just be the same thing we want? Just a little bit of country comfort.
Well, man, man bods are in right now. That's what I'm going with anyway. I don't know if that's actually true. But that's what I'm going with.
It's the day before Thanksgiving. Your boss is not listening. You can say whatever you want today, okay?
That's right.
Just so you know.
No, the boss is probably working.
You know what I found in the store, Galen? More of those goofy bots.
No, she's not. She took off that. Well, we had a good day. I can't announce yet, but
oh really?
Yesterday it was a really
nice.
Personally and professionally. It was. I'll be able to talk about it in a couple of months.
A couple of months.
Knowledge yet, but yesterday was a really, really good day.
Rob, we need to do this. We need to have something we can't announce until a couple of months.
Yeah.
We need to have something.
I know.
We always...
You know I'm not the best secret keeper in the world either. So...
no, you are.
But yeah, this one...
You are.
I worked...
We still don't know what...
butt off.
We still don't know what happens when you cross the equator in the Navy.
Yeah.
We still don't know that.
Yeah, I showed you the video.
Oh, yeah. You told me.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about that anymore.
That's
Remember,
it.
people wrote in, we're trying to eat breakfast.
Right.
That's one thing I covered in great detail. If you don't remember it, Google USS Sterrett.
And the big meeting that you had, that was very, very bad.
Oh, yeah, you were messed up for a whole year.
No, we never heard about that one.
You were messed up for a whole year.
Oh, I could talk about that one. Enough time's gone by. Yeah. Oh, I can talk about that.
What happened?
That was a low. That was a low. There's no doubt about it. I go into a lot of meetings with a lot of hospitals and executives, and the blood supply is far from perfect, and most people can understand and respect that. But this person it became personal, and I've never had a meeting where it became personal in a negative way.
Personal against you?
And this was it felt like I was being personally attacked. And I remember afterwards I said, did I do something to offend you? I mean, that's possible. And she said, no, I just don't like you, and I don't like what you represent.
What?
I'm like, what I represent?
What?
Yeah. This is somebody who worked in the hospital. And I said, what do you mean by what I represent? She goes, well, I think it's wrong. Now, this person had been in the laboratory for 20 plus years. She goes, I don't like the fact that you take something from somebody and then sell it to someone else. I said, well,
what?
You do realize how much it costs for us to process this stuff, right? It's not. She goes, well, you shouldn't be paid. I said, well, that's arguable. I mean,
what?
I think I should. But, it was one of those, and it became personal, and
well, then who should?
And I looked at her, and I went back to my CEO and had to have this conversation. I said, you know what? I said, if you don't believe in a community-based blood supply, then we're going to just go ahead and start the process of severing this relationship. And she looked at me and she goes, that's what this meeting was all about. I said, well, great. I said, it didn't have to get personal. Good luck. She calls me 6 months later and needs something. And I said, okay. And I remember I took a deep breath and I sent her what she needed. And I went to my CEO and I said, look, this is what we've done. And she goes, wow, you're a better person than I am. I said, well, it's not on her, it's on the patient. And we looked at each other and she goes, how bad did that hurt? I said, that hurt. I said, I've never wanted to tell somebody no more in my life, ever. I can't put into words, because, we get people who don't understand blood banking and all that. That I can handle. But when you think there's somebody on your side, somebody that's in the trenches with you that understands your fight, and they throw that at you, I was devastated for that for a long time. It took me a while to get over that one.
That was really wrong. What a
wow,
that
was wrong.
I was not happy. I mean, that was
crazy.
I think I said at the time, it was the worst professional day of my life. So, and I still think it is. I still think it is, and I still see her, and that's what really bothers me. She's still there. She's still in that position, and it bothers me that a person with that type of attitude is still in charge.
Wow. So does she work for a hospital that pays for blood?
Every hospital does.
Okay, but she works for a hospital.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And do the doctors who put the blood or the nurses who put the blood into the patients that need it get paid to do that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. We can go round and round.
Wow.
It's just again, there's no way to. I don't know. It was a brutal day, and I remember driving back in my car and just going, "What happened?" And I stopped, and and then I got yelled at by another hospital because we didn't have enough platelets at the time. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Yeah, it was a pretty crappy day.
Man.
So yeah, it was a rough day. It was a really, really rough day. I remember, and I was driving back from Atlanta, and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Why am I bothering? It was all that. It was one of those. So yeah, it was just a crappy day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you were messed up for like a whole year after that. I mean, you're trying to help somebody, and then the person.
It was a good 6 months.
Wow.
It was a good 6 months. Yeah.
Wow.
Which is about as long as it's going to take for us to hear the good news. So I'll have to make myself a note.
Yeah, it'll become. I'm trying to put this into context. It's big. I'm going to put it that way. It's big. You're going to go, oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's big.
Yeah.
March 1st, we'll be able to announce.
Okay. All right. Are you buying WOCA?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just fishing. No. Just fishing.
No. Then who am I going to make fun of?
Well, maybe you bought it already, and you're not telling us.
Oh, yeah.
No.
You have one of those agreements.
Well, I wanted to tell you about Thanksgiving in other countries today.
All right. I know Canada already had theirs. They eat weird stuff.
According to Modern Farmer, Thanksgiving was one of the first countries to celebrate Thanksgiving. I mean, Canada was one of the first countries to celebrate Thanksgiving. Theirs is the second Monday of October.
I thought we were first.
The countries that celebrate Thanksgiving, Canada might be among the first to do it, it says here. Maybe they mean the first after us.
Well,
maybe that's what they mean.
Yeah, I mean, we invented the dang thing. Give us some credit. I mean, there's very little things that as a Native American I can be proud of. Thanksgiving is one of them.
Well, they had theirs in 1578. I think that.
Oh yeah, we had ours in the 1400s. Before we were even.
All right. Yeah, I'm not here. All right, now in France they celebrate Thanksgiving. Did you know that?
No, did not.
Sure.
Yep.
They should be thankful again for the U.S. and the rest of the world saving them.
Let's see. In France, where was the? I had the. I'm going to try my hand at French. It's called Le Jour de l'Action de Grâce. I guess the day of action of grace. What do you think that means, Robin?
The day.
Le jour means the day, right?
Yeah.
De l'action. It looks like the word action.
Yeah.
The
day of action.
The day of grace.
Of the day of action
one in Canada was 1879.
Of Thanksgiving.
They were 200 years after us.
1879.
Canadians.
The origins date back to 1578, according to Modern Farmer.
Well, Martin, I'm looking at the Canadian Encyclopedia.
The official holiday.
Which is my go-to.
Yeah, official. Yeah. Well, ours didn't become
that's
official.
Thanksgiving.
Ours didn't become official until George Washington, right?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, but they.
Well, we weren't even a country, so yeah.
Let's see. In France, this day, the day before Thanksgiving, is called La Nuit de Chanson de Noël, which is the night of the Christmas songs.
That's right.
This is the day when the Christmas songs are spread all over the world, according to legend.
Exactly. Exactly. In a sleigh.
In a sleigh, yeah, of all
With
things.
birds. With those
Who had the
beautiful
sleigh
red
first?
birds.
The Santa legend or the Chanteuse legend? Who had the sleigh first? You know?
Oh, probably the Santa,
The Santa?
legend. Yeah, because that was
What is it
probably
with
the
sleighs that
Santa.
fly?
I know, it's pretty cool.
I've never seen a sleigh that. Well, we have a carpet that can fly too.
Yeah, we do. It's right here.
Oh, okay. Where is the thing here? Oh, here we go. La Dinda is the female turkey, and that's also what they call the turkey meat. La Dinda.
Really?
Yeah.
Whether it's a boy turkey too, they still call it
The boy
legitimate
turkey
meat?
is called La Dindon.
What? Come on.
I
almost believe you.
No, I'm not making that up. Look. You got your thing right with you. What do you call a male turkey in French? France, whatever.
It's not la poulet.
La Dindon.
I don't know.
La dindon.
L-E, and then D-I-N-D-O-N. La Dindon.
They conveniently left off the G.
Well, that would be in English.
Yeah.
The Dindong. The Dindong. In China, they celebrate Thanksgiving.
That's correct. By the way,
Yeah.
that was incredibly funny.
Well,
That's
good.
one in a row for Larry.
Good. I'm glad. Let's see. In China, the Thanksgiving holiday falls on the 15th day of the 8th month of the lunar calendar. Whatever the hell that means. Okay. In Germany, let's see. Thanksgiving is not a national holiday in Germany. It's called Erntedankfest.
That's fun that you just have to sit there and pronounce it, and we can just laugh at you.
Yeah.
You know?
It has something to do with being thankful. Okay, so we'll say ours. Okay.
Yeah, but see, it's very literal, the translations, but if you just bring it together, the day of Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so.
Let's see. People in Grenada.
Grenada? Grenada?
Am I saying it wrong? Is it Grenada?
I don't know how to say it. I know when we invaded it was Grenada or Grenada. I don't know.
Okay, listen to this.
I had an uncle who went there.
Here's-
That's why I remember it. 'Cause I remember I was old enough to think, oh my God, he could die.
Right. The Grenada Thanksgiving is October 25th. And guess what they're thankful for? For the United States.
Oh, nice.
You know, more people should do that.
Yep. The date, October 25th, is the date that U.S. troops intervened and stopped a political coup in 1983. Oh, theirs is young.
Oh, my gosh.
They've only been doing theirs since...
That's very young.
Yeah. Let's see. Japanese have their Thanksgiving Day on November 23rd.
Oh, okay. So they're past then.
Well, you know what it wouldn't be? It was like the day we bombed them. That wouldn't be good.
No. Korea.
I don't think they're thankful for the U.S. Their imperialism. They were fine with the emperor still reigns in a kind of way.
Yeah.
Because MacArthur said he didn't want to destroy the culture.
In Korea, they have a celebration called Chuseok. Chuseok.
Chuseok.
It's the most important holiday on the Korean calendar. Chuseok. It's kind of the same thing, it looks like. No, it doesn't say what food they eat, though.
Mm-hmm.
In Liberia, this is another one that celebrates Thanksgiving as a thank you to the United States.
Oh.
Freed American slaves founded Liberia, and they brought Thanksgiving with them. How about that? Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Is that why it's called Liberia? It was liberated? People who were liberated?
Probably.
I think
Makes
so.
sense.
I think so.
You know, I don't know. It could be named after the coin from Italy, the libra.
I've got two more. The Netherlands. The Dutch city of Leiden, Leiden, has October 3rd as their Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Everybody's got it in the fall after the harvest.
It's the harvest. Yeah, I think that's what it is. In Quebec,
except for Australia, they're probably completely opposite.
Quebec has also La Nuit des Chansons de Noël.
Oh,
they're French.
They're French. Same
That's
thing.
the worst combination, by the way. French Canadian. I mean, have you ever met a French Canadian that you're like, wow, you're a real joy to be around?
By the way, one of the
No, I'm not. By the way, I'm not even kidding. Like, that's serious. I don't know if there's ever been one where I'm like, wow, you're a lot of fun.
In tarte or patiron or whatever is pumpkin pie in Quebec.
Oh.
Didn't know that, did you?
I didn't know that.
Good stuff.
Black Friday in Black Friday in France started only in 2015. They just got started on that one.
Oh my.
Wow.
Oh my. Well, they probably saw how lucrative it was here in the States, so they thought, yeah, we're going to do this.
Yeah. So the last one I have is Norfolk Island. It's an Australian island, but Norfolk is hundreds of miles away from both Australia and New Zealand. For Thanksgiving in Norfolk Island, they serve whale blubber.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Grandma, pass the whale blubber. Oh my God.
Yeah, but you know, if you think about it, you use it for oil. You used it for. I mean, it was a staple. It was a must-have for a lot of time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, you know, when you're primitive, you have to get food wherever you can get food.
Now there's a T-shirt slogan for you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, how hungry are you? Isn't that the big question?
Hungry are you?
How many times as a parent have you said, "Oh, you don't want to eat that? I guess you're not hungry enough." All right, go to your room. Tell me when you're hungry.
Have your eyes...
That's the only way I'll eat Brussels sprouts. I'd have to be near death before I put a Brussels sprout in my mouth. And I love cabbage. I know, it doesn't make any sense, but
me
I don't
too.
like Brussels sprouts.
I love cabbage, but I don't care for Brussels sprouts unless I soak them with butter.
That's like liver for me. If you...
And please don't tell me I haven't had it cooked correctly.
Oh, that's what I hear about mustard greens, or collard greens.
Oh,
I know you love
greens.
them, but I'm always told, you haven't had them cooked correctly. I'm always told that.
Yeah, I think that's a saying that everybody says. I've probably said it a million times.
Right.
Because there's nothing. I think it's human nature when somebody says that they don't like something that you really like. There's like, well, there's got to be something wrong with you because there's nothing wrong with me.
Oh, that's a great answer.
You know?
There's so many things I could apply that to.
But that's just true, you know? Yeah.
You don't like the Three Stooges?
That's what we've done with politics, by the way. We personalized.
But think about it. The Three Stooges is mostly a male thing, right? Most men like Three Stooges and women don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
So at Thanksgiving, you can argue with a woman and say, you just haven't had it prepared right. The Three Stooges.
You need to go back to when you're 9, and you need to go sit in the theater and watch it when it came out in the pre-movie.
Oh my gosh, I'm not that old. That was a little bit before my time.
Have you had? I've had somebody say that they like Bugs Bunny and not Three Stooges.
Now there's a
I'm
difference.
like, wait,
that's funny.
That's not right at all because there is no Bugs Bunny without the Three Stooges.
You know who we had on the show one time? We had Mo Howard's daughter. We had her on.
You told me that. That would be cool.
Yeah, that was cool. All right, let's see. Well, have a great Thanksgiving. Where's the blood mobile today?
Yeah, you too.
What do we need to know?
Yeah, I mean, just get out there and give. I mean, we are, obviously the traffic, I think you talked about. If you've driven on I-75, may God bless you. It is an absolute packed. That means we're going to have a lot more accidents, not only on our area, but up and down from Atlanta all the way down. So please just get out there, give the gift of life, and donate blood. And today we're going to be out in Bellevue. So please just donate blood.
Thank you for what you do. In the words of a priest who taught me some Latin, next time you have somebody who pisses you off like that lady did.
Yeah.
Well, there was a word, but I can't say the first part. But thou took the place of the word you. So just trust me.
That's great.
That was great. Huh? All right.
That's great.
Again, enjoy your Thanksgiving. I presume you will not be on the phone with us tomorrow, will you?
I don't know. It depends on when I wake up.
You might be watching. You might be watching the parade. I know you love the parade. You're probably watching the parade, right?
That's what he says. Alarm.
I'm really at the edge of my seat to see what the winds are going to be. I mean, I know that's a big deal.
You're right. All right, Galen. Thank you for what you do, and enjoy tomorrow.
You guys are the best.
All right,
bye, y'all.
We'll be right back.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster.
They don't even know what they're talking about. It's a scam. It's a hoax.
President Trump at a rally